Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner beauty, skincare, and beyond. Today I'm back with a Get Ready With Me. I'm doing a quick and easy everyday look. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get ready. Real quick before I go into me with no makeup on, if you like seeing these types of videos, don't forget to take 2 seconds, hit that like button. A little thing that you can do makes a huge difference over here, so thank you for that. Let's dive into getting ready together. Here we go. Good morning. I will have everything that I use listed below per the usual, but for those of you that are new, let's kick it off with I put on this new cream that I've been using from Sephora, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm just awful. I'm going to do a whole skincare roundup. I do want to share that with you, so that's coming up this week, I believe. And I say I believe because it's me running it, so yeah, I think I'm going to get to that this week. This is the Typology Serum. I have this in shade 2, and I also got another one that was way more yellow in undertone. Not my favorite thing, but it could be yours. I'm applying slightly haphazardly because I'm going to use a sponge and press it in with a foundation that I want to use. Just a little of this foundation, but this is a Britt's pick. I like to shake all of my products. I don't know. Gets out the nerves in the morning. I don't really have nerves in the morning. They come later. Fruit Pigmented Water Foundation. Used Beauty. Nope, from 100% Pure. By Pure, I mean pure. First I didn't like it, and then I figured out how to apply it and how to prep a little bit better. I think that was the trick. Also, different environment. These things always factor in to how makeup looks on my face. It's personal, also environmentally personal. I love the finish on this foundation. I love how lightweight it feels. I like the ingredients. Seriously, I just jabbed my nose. That'll wake you up. So if you looked up close, real close right now, which I'm not going to do because it's early, skin would look like skin. It would look like that if I walked outside right now too. That's why I love this foundation. I also love the Typology. I put it on there just because I like the texture of it as well. It's starting to smell really weird now, so it's probably not effective to use on my skin. It's probably expired, so don't do as I do. Don't use it if it's expired. But so I threw out the idea the other day of having a book to read every month over here. Ooh, the book that you all voted on. The vote was a bit of a landslide. Anyway, it ended up being Mindful Beauty by Debbie Palmer. So first of all, thank you for those of you that voted because it's really helpful and it's just kind of fun to do it together. That's the book we're going to be reading. So if you want to get your hands on that book, Kindle, paperback, hardback, really whatever, you know how to buy a book. You don't need me to tell you how to do that. Get it and read it with us. I cracked it open the other day and I just started reading it. I read in the mornings when I have my coffee, and I continue the coffee into this area. I already found something that I really liked. A line that said, "Inner growth, outer glow," which is a theme that I'm really into and always have been. Really, honestly, always have been. I bought this in high school as a freshman. I remember buying, my mom was like, "That's a big book." It's like the Encyclopedia Britannica, I'm aging myself, of alternative medicine. And it was about this, it was like this as wide as my head. Huge. And it had all the modalities. It talked about Ayurveda. It talked about digestion. And I always was curious about kind of the integrative approach. I like Western medicine, but it's not the full picture. I like alternative, they call it alternative or integrative. There's so many different words for it. I might be saying this incorrectly and I'm cool with that. Integrative. I studied just for funsies in college. This is a good one. I had a major in advertising mass communication and also studied East Asian medicinal practices. I've led a double life, I would say. I've always had a heart for, just an intense curiosity for the inside-out approach, the holistic approach, the integrative approach to things. So that's why I wanted to throw some books out there to the group, and they were all really about inner beauty, cliche as that sounds, but an inside-out approach to beauty. And when we put on makeup, I was thinking about this recently. She's a little glowy today. We're just gonna, oftentimes I'll come over here, I'll do my makeup, I'll get ready for the day, and I will feel fresh in the morning. I will feel, not always, let's be honest, feel good, like the face is good. I've got my products, I've got my ultimate products. You can see them on the site, it's Britt's Picks. They're always changing because I'm always swapping out new favorites for other ones, but I feel really good about the products I have. I've worked for 5 years to get here. You do not need to work for 5 years to get here. That's the whole point of this channel, so you can figure it out in like a few months instead, but it's a process. And I'll go into the day, which is filled current state with this job that I'm in. Grateful. It's gonna need to change soon, but very grateful. Zooms, zoom, right? And so it starts strong. I'm feeling good, feeling sort of boosted by my makeup. Let's say I have a bright red lip like today. I feel very powerful, empowered, whatever. It gets me going. It has an effect on my mood. It has an effect on my mindset. I love getting ready with makeup in the morning. It's fun, and I think that's the best part of it. By noon, that feeling, it can kind of be fleeting. It can kind of start to go away. While I love having this time in the morning, I realize too that this does not stretch throughout the entire day. It helps. It's nice to have makeup that lasts throughout the entire day, but it is very much so a morning kind of early hours thing when everything's really fresh and I'm feeling good. Or if you're getting ready to go at night, one of my favorite parts of going out is just sitting there and talking with friends and getting ready. Now it's all done like on FaceTime, but you know, sitting there and having those conversations and just playing with makeup. But that's why it's so important to not only look at how you look, but also how you feel. What helps you look beautiful is one thing, is what I'm trying to say. And then the other thing is what helps you feel beautiful. I was thinking about that before I selected these books. When do you feel most beautiful? Think about it. Just take a second. I had to think for a second, and by a second I mean a couple of days. When do I feel the most beautiful? And is it because I feel beautiful or someone tells me that? Which also, lovely, thank you, I appreciate a compliment. When do you feel the most beautiful? I'm just really focused on the whole picture right now. The whole picture is so important, and us being able to provide our own answers to that, so we're not as reliant upon a foundation to make us feel beautiful. I'm not saying that we are, but you know what I mean. You don't have to buy all the things to feel beautiful. You can have your fewer, better, for you, your lifestyle, your budget, your skin, it's personal products. Those can be supplemental, almost like when you have a vitamin and they're like, eat the rainbow, but then like take those as a supplement. That's what they're called, a supplement. They're not the main story there. I feel that way about makeup, you know? And especially at this point in time when mental health has deteriorated big time. The world has been put through the ringer. On the other side, there are some silver linings to be found, but when you think about makeup, I love makeup, I love the fun part of it, but there's something in me that can't get past this is one part. There's a deeper story here. There's a much deeper story, which is why I'm so excited to keep reading these books. And by the way, if you figure out when you feel the most beautiful, I would love, if you're comfortable with it, for you to share what that is for you in the comments of this video. Let's just kind of support each other, and I will love and like every one of those comments, as long as they're kind, because I think it's an important thing to do. By the way, the new RMS Mascara, significantly better than their first mascara. Significantly better. It's a great everyday mascara. It is not my favorite. I think it's really strong, but I just happen to love others a bit more. Those are the ones that are in Britt's picks. But it's a nice mascara. It's really nice. Also not irritating at all, which is really good. Also, I wanted to tell you on the product front. So I used the Ilia liquid shadow. I also tried the Exa. This is sort of a multitasker called the Light Show Color Melt. I have this in Hopscotch. I've seen this a lot on social media. I gotta tell you, it's incredibly underwhelming to me. I'm sorry. I've tried Exa before in their foundation. Liked the foundation, rarely use it for some reason. This stuff looked good in the beginning, evaporated. So if you're considering it, you might want to think again, but don't take just my word for it. Look at other reviews, because it's just one perspective. It's not gospel. Oof. I'm gonna bronze it up. That's pretty much it for the eye. I really did not want to make it fussy. That's really my main thought, you know, looking inside, looking at not only what you put on, but how you feel in what you put on, how you live your life in what you put on, the energy you give off with what you put on your face. It does have an impact. It's like clothing. I believe in aesthetics and taking care of ourselves and feeling good in what we have on. I also think that that's just one piece of it. By the way, the Han bronzer is still one of my favorites. If you do not like a strong bronze, I think you might like this. The little strap fell off instantly, so I told them about it and they were like, oh, it happens. I feel like they might have had a good opportunity there to send a new one, which they did, but only because they wanted me to talk about it in this. I didn't say you have to say you like it. And I told them, I tell everybody I talk to, all the brands, I'm like, I'm not gonna give you a positive off the bat because you send me a product. My loyalty is to my community. I went on a tangent, but it's a good bronzer. No plastic components. So you know what, if the string falls off, maybe the next time it falls off for a customer, consider sending them something. I think it would put us all in a better mood. Just a customer service tip from me trying to not act like a Karen, you know what I mean? We're gonna line the lip. I got a new liner from Lawless. It's really nice. It's a little touch that I notice, makes an impact. And for the red, so first I'm using the 14E Lip Sheen in Sumac. It heats up to the touch, but it's a little rough going on. Still, I absolutely love this. I just don't like the experience of applying it necessarily. It's a really nice kind of poppy, pop, 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 pop. I could leave it like that. She could leave it like that, but she's not going to. I need to get some use out of this Westman Atelier thing that was $80 bajillion. It's almost like a burgundy. They really didn't do anything. Probably curl my hair a little bit, get it moving a little bit better, but really that's it. That's the easy everyday look. Hope you had fun watching this one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm gonna go put all this away. Bye.